Evening, folks. This is the Atheist Chef. Tonight I'm going to be covering part 3 of Arguments That Need to Die. This one I'm calling the There Is No God Like Jesus argument. If you deal with some Christians, particularly fundamentalist ones, you come across some common sayings, such as, there is no God like God. No God can love you like Jesus can. No one can save you like Jesus can. No one loves you like Jesus does. Which would be a great thing if we were on, say, Deity's Got Talent. This one has 8 arms and it can juggle really well. This one can throw a lightning bolt. This one, supposedly created the universe. Which one will win? Call 1-800-BLOOD-DEITY and cast your vote. That would be great. It would be great for that. But the question is, does he exist? And talking about him, making assertions about his qualities and characteristics as compared to other gods, doesn't really mean much of anything. And they also like to compare with him other gods. Like, oh, well, Allah is, war, he likes to kill people, and Zeus has done this, and this god has done this, and this god, this god isn't perfect like my god is. This god has made mistakes, and he's, whatever. But, I think of all the times that we have been in discussions with Christians discussing God's morality, saying, oh, this god has done this, and their argument tends to be, well, regardless of how you feel about it, you may not like him, you may think he's immoral, but it doesn't change the fact that he exists. Which, of course, we can turn around and say that to them. Well, you may not like this God. You may find God X appalling. But just because you don't like him doesn't mean that they don't exist. Besides, I can come up with a far greater God. He doesn't even have to be perfect. Hell, he could decide that he created the universe and he created all the laws, and he decided to use evolution because he was wasted and he was like, hey, this is really cool. There's stars and gas, and I'm just gonna make a whole planet down there and a whole bunch of other ones, and they're going to be a single-celled organism, and then all they're going to do is they're going to take millions and billions of years, and all of a sudden, they're going to be able to talk, and they're going to be able to do science and shit. But what they don't know is every one of them that dies is going to be up in their own universe in their most happiest places they could be when they die. I am such a good God. So loving. I'm really not sure where I was going with that. I don't know. I think I was doing like Southern Redneck meets Bill Cosby. I don't know. But let me just kind of summarize, and I'm going to end it here. It doesn't matter how good he looks on paper to you Christians. Give it enough time, and I mean by about 30 seconds, I can come up with a greater God, with a greater deal, with a greater plan, and, less nonsense to worry about. But regardless of how good it looks on paper, it doesn't mean that they exist. Anyways, that is it. This is the Atheist Chef signing off. Peace. Hey, look at all them people. It's been a while since I done talked to them. There is a lot of them. Perhaps there is too many. Bubba, you get any ideas? A flood? That's a great idea. No, don't grab that. That's the good shit. Get the boxed wine.